Hi! So today I will show you how to make my mini purse. It's meant to be carrying your mobile phone, and you can make it just like this, and if you feel like it, you can add a pocket here. I actually use it when I walk my dog, so I add some plastic bags and some treats for him. But that's really up to you. You can also bring your lipstick or your necessities. If you have any tags, you can put them wherever you want to. It's easiest to place them here on the top. And when it comes to the straps, if you are able to get hold of something like this, I absolutely advise you to do that, because then it's easy to take them on and off in case you want to change color or the length. If not, you can just sew them directly on your little purse. I'm using quite thick yarn, but the hook size recommended is actually size 4. I'm using something called Life yarn. So let's get started. Find your yarn. You can of course make this with any kind of yarn. You might just have to adjust the number of chains compared to what I'm doing. So what we will do now is we will make a slip knot, leave a long good tail for later to sew in, and then we will make 10 chains. That's 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. The 10th one will be your turning chain. So next thing you do is placing your hook in your 9th chain, which is here, and then you just make single crochets in every chain. So this is round 1. And you just continue placing single crochets in 1 in each chain until you reach the end. We will do a small increase in the corner. I will show you. Okay, last one here, and then this is the last space on this round or row. So we will do 1, and then 2, and 3. And as you can see, I now also kind of bring the loose tail with me, so that I kind of weave it in at the same time as I go, saving time for later. And now you just continue. If you're unsure about where to place your hook, it's right here where they are kind of crossing. So follow me. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you place your 9th. Try to avoid placing it here, because it will create a larger space than you want. I'll just leave my tail now. So you place another one here, and then you just continue, because for some reason I found out I don't need to increase on this side, just this side. So continue placing your single crochets. And this is basically what you are doing. No more increases. Just continue placing your single crochets. For me, I use about 20 rounds to get this size. But you could also measure your own phone to see what size you prefer. Just remember that it will stretch. Not too much, not if you use the same yarn as I do, but it will stretch a little bit. Okay, so continue placing your single crochets until you have the desired length of your purse, about 20 rounds. After crocheting a few rounds, your project will look more or less like this, and it's actually time to turn it inside out. And this will be your outside and this will be your inside from now on. I also recommend you to fasten off your loose tail before you continue, as it will be much harder when it's like deep down in there. So attach your yarn, your loose end, and then continue placing your single crochets, and I'll see you again soon. As you approach the end of your last round, you will go from making single crochets to making a few slip stitches to make it a smooth transition. So we do one slip stitch and then another one, and then I think to stop here on the side is a good place to stop. It won't show very well as you will be placing your straps here as well. So you just cut the yarn over and then pull through. And this one you will hide on the inside later on. So if you don't like to make this extra pocket, you can just skip forward to how we make the straps. But if you would like to add a pocket, I will start making it now. So grab your yarn, make a slip knot, and then again, just like we did with the purse, you will need to make a few chains. So let's make 9 chains together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and just double check that it's more or less the same size as your purse. Now I would like to add an extra one, the 10th one, which will be your turning chain. So what we do now is we go back and forth. So we are more or less making this like a small swatch. So make it the size you'd like. For me, I like to end at the middle of my purse. So continue going back and forth. I will show you one row and how to turn to make it look nice. So you don't place your hook here, but here. And you do your single crochets. Placing your last single crochet on this row, and then an extra turning chain, and then flip your work. If you are unsure where to place your first single crochet, this is the place. The same place as where your yarn kind of comes up from. This is where you place your hook and make another single crochet. So remember, for every turn that you make a turning chain, and then when on a new row that you place a single crochet in the same stitch as the last one on the row. Okay, so continue making your rows of single crochet, and I will meet you later to show you how to attach it to the rest of your purse. When you reach the size you want, it's time to place single crochets, slip stitches. We will place slip stitches here, here, and here, because it will make it look nicer. You will get this nice border like this, but it will also make it easier for you to decide where to place your hook when you are attaching this piece to the rest of the purse. So begin with a chain, and then you just need to figure out good places to insert your hook to make your slip stitches. Here, pull the yarn a little bit so it doesn't get too tight. Yeah. Okay, so you kind of see what I'm doing here. So place your slip stitches on these 3 sides. When you reach the corner, you can also add an extra chain to make the corner more sharp, and then continue placing your slip stitches like normal. And then when you reach this corner, you place another extra chain before continuing this. So what I'm trying to avoid when I attach the pocket is that I don't want it to show too well from this side. I don't want it to, like, you know, poke out here. So what I do is, instead of attaching all the way over here, I try to keep it on the back side. It will make sense when I show you. So what I do is, you can see here, I decided I will not put my needle under here, only here. And then not here, but here. That's how I make it kind of stay on the back side. And also make sure you don't let it go too far down here. It doesn't look pretty from the other side. So when we get down here, we will put our needle right here, and then I will use these loops to attach. So just make sure it's close to the loops, but not like sticking out like this. Okay, let's get started. Here, here. And then you go back. And forth. Okay, so we are at the end. It's just one last stitch to place. If you think the video went too fast, there is a button here on YouTube that you can push to make it go slower if you really want to see all the details. But I'm trying to keep my videos not too long, so hopefully this worked out well. Please let me know in the comments if you wish I did something else, if I did it different. But as you can see, it makes it look really nice and neat. You keep all these beautiful slip stitches. It looks really, really nice. Okay, so it's time to secure all your loose ends. And when you've done that, I will meet you again and we will start working with the straps. If you're unsure about how to attach the loose ends, I do have a tutorial in my Chic Crochet School. So please check out that link if you want to get some inspiration of how to secure your yarn, because the last thing you want to happen is that they start popping out when you start using your product, right? Okay, so fasten off your loose tails and I'll see you again very soon, and we will make the strap together. Now for the strap, we start as always by making a slip knot, and you start by chaining 2, then you kind of twist your chain, and then you insert your hook in the loop down here, yarn over, and then pull through 1 loop only. Then you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again and pull through. Twist your work, insert your hook in the loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. From now on, when you turn your strap, there will be 2 loops. Pull through those 2 loops. You still have 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over and pull through again. Twist your work, insert your hook, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. One last time together. And in this case, you make the strap as long as you want to. Just keep in mind, since this is yarn, it will stretch. It will stretch, maybe depending on the yarn, you know, but maybe up to like 5 centimeters or a few inches. So don't make it too long. Just keep in mind that it will stretch. So continue till you have the length you wish for, and then I'll see you again very, very soon. When you reach the desired length of your strap, you just cut the yarn and just to finish off, do like this and pull to tighten it. And I prefer to use a darning needle to fasten off the loose tails. So what I do is usually I just push the needle into the middle, like the core of the strap, and then I like to go back and forth a few times to make sure it's safe. Just trying to figure out a good place to, because you don't want to kind of ruin the look of it, right? And then like so. So go back and forth as many times as you feel like, and then cut it. If you need to sew this on your project, then don't cut the yarn you have left. Use the yarn to attach your strap onto your little purse. It will be less loose ends to fasten off later, and it will look much nicer. So if you are unsure about how to attach your strap to your purse, just make sure it's even on both sides, and then just start weaving in your yarn, going up, down, like this, and then on the other side as well. So make sure you don't decide to attach it on the inside, because then it will be quite hard to pull your mobile phone out of the case. But this is more or less how I would do it if I didn't have the rings. It looks pretty as well, right? So we are at the end of this tutorial. I hope you are as happy with your project as I am. If you have a tag that says handmade or anything, it really makes it look even more professional if you have something to add on. And if you like accessories, this is really something I find very easy to make. I enjoy making it, and it looks really nice. This is more like a macrame technique, and you can make it in all kinds of different colors and sizes. I do have to say, I think this one is beautiful as it is, with the pocket and everything. But if you're interested in learning how to make this feather or leaf, I do have a tutorial for that as well. So I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for checking out my tutorial. I really hope we will meet again. I do have a lot of different playlists that you can check out, and if you don't want to miss out my next tutorial, please hit the subscribe button and the bell and you will be notified. And you can also find me on social media. So hopefully we'll meet again, and thank you again so much for checking out my tutorial. Thank you.